What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a game on the PS5. Well, it's also on the PS4, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, PS4. I'm not really sure if it's on the Switch or not, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, it's Stray. It's the cat game probably all you guys have seen out there. Jeff, massive cat lover, orange cat lover at that. He saw this game in my collection and was like, we got to do a vid on this. We got to talk about it.
Well, I wanted to do a game that I'd never played before, and as it turns out, he's never played it before either, which I found funny because
I own it.
But, yeah.
But either way, you know how it goes. You get to buying all kinds of games and you buy more than you can actually play. But anyway, this game is a very kind of linear game, and if you've played anything like Shadow of the Colossus or Last Guardian or Eco or anything like that, it's very much in that kind of vein of go here, do that, very linear and all that. But in it, the story is kind of very simple like those games. You're in a dystopian future. There is no timeline set within the game or nothing like that, and you're a cat, and you end up meeting these other characters that are in the game that's robots.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They've got like the iPad looking faces, and we didn't make it real far into the game. We just wanted to get far enough to get a taste for it, see what we thought. I was immediately hooked. I really liked it, you know.
Yeah, and the game don't really go into much detail about why, when, where, what. It's just you're a cat, blah, 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 and you got to complete these tasks.
Exactly.
But anyway, when you get into the menu system of this game, there's really not a whole lot of stuff there. You know, in this era nowadays, you have a lot of 30 FPS options, you have a quality, performance mode, all that job. This is a very kind of bare bones deal. You just choose the difficulty level you want, the gamma, like in any game as far as the brightness, all that job. There is no resolution options or anything like that, so there's really not a whole lot to talk about in that arena.
Okay, so in the game, you are the cat. As far as what we've seen, we don't know if the cat has a name or not. But eventually, you meet this little robot that you wear around as a backpack during the game, and that's how he tells you basically what you need to do or where you need to go, and then
You see a lot of pictures he decodes.
yeah, he opens doors and stuff for you, but there's and once you start to meet these people with the iPad faces, you know, he's the one that communicates with them and everything. And there's, from what we gathered, for as far as we made it, there's a lot of different things that you can store within him and a lot of little side quests you can complete. And so it seemed like it would be a really great game to finish. As a matter of fact, when I get home, I'm going to download it for PS4 or buy it, whatever I got to do. I'm getting it for sure.
Yeah, it's like what he's saying, you know, and the way he's talking about the bot, that's kind of it. I mean, the bot is your sidekick. You just run into NPCs in the game that are robots. And I would say they unlock the story, but they really don't. They just give you little clues to go check out stuff. In one part, me and him had actually got to this kind of hippie robot that was into reggae type stuff, playing the guitar.
Yeah.
But we had already found stuff that he would need before we even talked to him to start that little side quest.
But one of the first things that just hooked me from the get-go is the cat. I mean, its mannerisms, it is all cat. I mean, they nailed it with this. I mean, you run around, you play, you sharpen your claws, you do everything a cat does. You jump up on the desk and knock stuff off. There's even one point where to open a door, you have to get on a keyboard and walk back and forth. And anybody that's got a cat and a computer knows that that's what cats love to do. I mean, It's really cool the way that they handled this game.
It is. We're not all the way through the game yet, but we've seen the cat do everything short of licking its butt.
Right, exactly. And we like I said, we got far enough to know, yeah, I'd like to continue further, but we were in a pinch for content this week because my computer decided it was going to lose everything I had edited. But so really, honestly, I'm glad that happened because it gave me a game that I want to get home and buy.
Alright, in this game, there's really nothing as far as major controls go. It's your basic stuff that, like what Jeff was saying earlier, a cat would do. You've got your meow, you've got your scratch, you've got your jump, you've got your sleep, and you run through the game just interacting with commands. You know, X comes, I believe it's X or triangle that comes up. I think it's X. Anytime something you can interact with is on screen.
That's triangle. X is to jump on the stuff.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, they pop up on screen. You just do them. Now, not to make the game sound severely linear and like a point and click or anything like that, because you can roam around and traverse as you wish. It's just not what you would think. Because you're a cat, that doesn't mean you can jump on any box.
Exactly.
You can't just go anywhere you want. You do have a linear path, and you can get confused on where to go even in that linear path. But we encountered one spot that we couldn't go anywhere, and we had to get inside a barrel to start walking with the barrel to get it to roll.
Yeah, it's a lot of puzzles, you can tell, and I'm all about puzzle games. There are several different things, like you've got to pick the paint can up and drop it in the fan to get the blades to stop turning. There's just a lot to it, and I can't wait to explore it further.
Right, so with the controls, I mean, you do have your basic things like we said, but like what he's alluding to there, you do have a lot of things you have to interact with to open stuff, stop stuff, get stuff moving. It's very much a puzzler as it is anything. It is a game of exploration, but yet you have to overcome tons of puzzles in it to get anywhere.
Okay, so that was Stray. Pretty cool game. As you can see, the graphics are amazing as usual for the PS5, but I really enjoyed as much as we played so far, and I look forward to playing a lot more whenever I buy it. And we may revisit the game in the future, you know, because I think there's going to be a lot of other things on there that'll be worth checking out and doing a video on. So
yeah, there's definitely a lot of like mini quests you can complete and stuff like that, and those things can kind of get tiresome over a bit of period of time because there's just so stinking mem in a game like this. But anyway, guys, if you dig it, like, subscribe, all the usual jive on these channels. Alright, appreciate you checking the vid out. Later.
take it easy.